Did it again. There'll be no decent thumbnail for the front of this, which is the picture that goes in front of a video. Right, good morning, folks. It's 9:48 a.m. on the 22nd day, 6th month, 2023, and I'm looking at one of the more conservative totals for the Hawke's Bay area here on the next 10 days. A lot's going on today, and I'm not going to waste much time going to what's going to occur over the next 36 hours. As you can see, these totals on the threes are very, very devastatingly high here for the Esk Valley, which is already, I've been sent films of flooding of the river over there. She's already wide. So you will use great caution when you're traveling through these areas over here the next 24 hours. If I look at your national radar, and I told you I ain't going to waste much time on any of these forecasts no more. I go to, here you go, there's you guys. You got a few bands coming through. Is still to come. This one here that's just on the outskirts now, and I just reloaded this very recently. It's still to impact this area, and this chem bombed up field of stuff that I'm going to show you here is going to nucleate into another line of storms that's going to impact as this slides through over the night tonight. You can see a beam shooting out here from the Tapao area that's kind of caused the dividing line in the storm. Is you got to have outflows of winds to keep fueling the individual cells and to cause individual rotations to occur. Take you out to the full picture of what's gone on in the last I think this is the 1 hour, and they can manage to show you an image every 10 minutes or so on this. But if I go to let's say like windy over here, and I go to your weather radar, all I'm getting is blanks. I don't get accurate. This is over 12 hours. Were you giving you one image an hour? It's not keeping people safe. And so I'm going to go to what they've given me for the last hour, which is Squanto, right? It's no data. It's not accurate. But yet they allow their stuff on there. I think they should do things accurately. You can see the beam line where it would have come through in here. How it interferes in the chem bombs and all that are going on. Some very heavy cells over there that were to be seen about 16 minutes ago in Hamilton, and all these are headed south like this in a line. And these are bad cells here, especially over here. They're Freiheit, yeah, I did it right. Fuckachari, it hasn't had their action yet, but this will come through overnight. As it hits this perturbation line, as soon as they turn that beam off, all that'll come through at once. But as it is now, it's causing a dividing line, which is making some of the storms more fierce. Here reports of some rather very, very heavy downpours coming down in that area. It is this river line right here, this valley here, is going to be having problems. So check your transport when you're going through these areas, because your totals on the next 24 hours here is going to be kind of high. Right, that's a lot coming down these rivers all at once. Right, it's over a centimeter hitting in the next 24, according to them. According to them, it's higher. And remember, this side here is also flowing that direction towards this valley as well. So this valley here is going to have problems. And where does it run? It runs right out here to Blenheim. So you're going to have problems there. You're swelling the streams now to kill the dreams later. It was on the threes. It's a big event coming through. The tendril that they say it's not accurate what they're exactly saying it's going to cross over. So I'll give you an EMF line about 2 days before that comes. You'll see where it's going to exactly where it's going to hit. As it is right now, a mimic. I got the whole world that a big blast going over China up here. You'll see it bzzzt right there. So that's going to force cold air up and around down into the United States or down the Bering, and to catch it here and to use to manipulate storms here. They backed up the entire river of moisture right here for about a day and a half, which has caused terrible totals here through the Isthmus of Panama. And it's going to force more moisture into the Gulf to be collected by a storm. This whole thing is circulating around. If this batch here steams in as I expect, she's going to start to curve north because of the move that moves this around. Get a pulse line come up right through here and start to guide that along. It's still a bit difficult to give an exact on this one here or this one back here. This one will tend to swallow this one. So this one's going to run free. And when they put a beam line through here, that's free to run. That's going to be a dangerous storm. So I'm going to watch this very closely. We had some terrible totals scheduled for the Carolinas and up the east coast of the USA over the next 36 hours. Beam-wise over here, all I seen was I seen a V shoot down from up here, the tropics over the top, to pin the moisture down into this area here. I can probably show you that on this feed. I might have to go to the Oz one. This is the quick mimic feed. It's not showing it as good here, so let me change. We'll go to the Aussie VG. Now you'll see a V. And what it's done is basically I have to catch it again. I had it up here. There's a V that's come down through here. It's not showing. Let me take it back to that 24 more hours here. Right. A bit of a V showing up down here. You have a ship. It's located right about here. It's forcing moisture down. A little tickle came out from Fiji into the river of moisture, puts a deflecting line up. I know it's difficult to see on this image, but I picked it up. And that's all I needed to see. I know which way they were going to back it up. I know when they're going to meet the moisture, and you got the two moistures meeting now, here and here, and all of it's converging right around the thumb in Hawke's Bay. You guys have some big problems coming over the next 24 hours. 10 centimeters of rain is going to fall in this area easily. The thumb's going to get more. That's where it butts up against. You got lucky there, fucking Tony, but not for long. Because this tendril is now starting to drag straight over the top of you. And so all that water is coming your way. And whatever they get squeezed out of in here is coming your way. Not good at all. Western Australia, you had a situation developing for you. Big time developing. Whether it's going to come in here or here is hard to say. The broom radar is completely offline. So I assume it's doing something. Right? Because when you turn the camera off, you're hiding something. Boom. Did you see the jet? Did you see the sudden move? Right in here. Stop. Right, you got beamings going on through here. This is going to sweep this along. So it's moving to the east. See, the beam is sweeping like a wiper. The wiper blade. And what's it going to do? You'll see what it's going to do. It's going to do this. Right, you got some nasty weather coming. You can see lots of fryings going out over here and here and here. I've done mimics. I'm not going to go back to it. Anytime I can free up a little bit of bandwidth, I will. Right, as far as New Zealand, your Hawke's Bay is going, here's your tendrils coming ashore. Right through here. They're being made now. I said made. The moisture's there. All you got to do is condense it. Make condensate. See the bomb right over here? This is Hawke's Bay. This is like Napier and all that with this good chem bomb over the top of you. Forcing this storm and the terrible totals and the shock waves of the bombs coalesce condensates and punch the top of the clouds and cause very, very sudden downpours. We see this sometimes in imagery from the distance. Like you watch a cloud just bucket it down in the distance all at once and stop. Where's the bomb? I'm going backwards in 10-minute jumps here. Womp. It was a big jump. The eyes of Moluccas. Boom, boom, boom in a line. It would have come this direction because that one's a more spread out than that one in a V shape. So let's see what happens 10 minutes later. There's so many bombs, so little time. But I'll take my time. Got a bomb there and there and there and there. I'll concentrate on Hawke's Bay first. And I'm going to go look at Cook Strait, which you were probably already looking at. What time is it? It's time to stop geoengineering. Boom, 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 boom. So these tendrils are separate and are coming ashore. So you have many waves of devastations and wreckings of the house to come tonight. And when the house is wrecking, don't come knocking. Don't be out there risking that. There's nothing you need that bad. Have to be out here in these storms. Bill Gates' logo going by there, not naturally occurring cloud formation. And that's the chem bomb blowing up. Boom. Homer Simpson head here. Ooh, what we got here? With the nose and the mouth. Yeah, let's just use our imaginary and try not to think anything too bad. Ooh, boogeyman, get Kim Bam, the Kim Bam man. He is not your friend. He is back again, Kim Bam and King bam ba bam bam, 3 6s in your skies. Bing bam, the devil, the devil, the devil, the devil, the devil, the devil. This is devilish weather again over here. How many 6s do you see? Oh, as we move down a little bit south, let's see what's Nelson getting. What's the Kiwi nose getting here? 10 minutes later is a streamer. The kind of state of, if it was natural, would have dissipated by now. All these different directions of the wind flowing over here. Oh, come on. You know the biggest water spout you'd ever see in your life. And a bomb going off here and here and here and here and here. Happy New Year. Happy solstice. Yeah, this is how we honor the solstices. We should some bad solstices for the earth. The salt of the earth. Shit ain't gonna grow too well with all these metals in it. Not good at all. Not good at all. With the bam, 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 bam. Kaikoura. Kaikoura's been bomb. Details had never. Come on, look at the bomb field blown out there. Right from a center point of emanation. It is an emanation point. Right there. Before your eyes. Streamering earth. Everything's flowing this way, but the streamer going that way. Why? Because it's under control. Look, going back in the other direction of the wind's going here. This one's going the wrong way. Wrong way, Charlie. He says, no, don't make me go there. I don't want to go out to sea. I want to hang out and fall out over the people. Und then, we will not get in the showers for the COVID. We will have to bring the showers to them. And somebody looks like Hitler's cousin up there telling you to put a swab up your bum and he was doing it. I wonder who was smelling those to see what your diet was. Or they're probably just checking to see if the worms were growing out your wazoo yet. Kembam Zoo right here going over beautiful, pristine, protected areas of the world. It's just one of the most beautiful colored lakes you would ever fly over. But you know, when the taxi flyers fly, things often die. Cam Sky Eyes making things die. Look at that. It's like something's dropping a dose. Shardy skies, man. Look, right here. The ass cloud. Spreading its legs and dropping a dose over the ocean. How does it smell out there? It ain't natural. Come on. There's more vapors coming off of this than a politician's mouth in a cold day speech. Give me the vapors. I ain't kidding. Some days it smells so bad outside, it's like sulfurs and stuff, like farts. I wondered if I walked into an S when I walked into the world of sane outside my front door. Well, once the world is sane outside your door, you know, and when you go there, you're insane. So go stop acting insane around me. Oh my God, look at the bombs, look at the plums, look at the bombs, look at the bombs. You think you got bombed bad? Well, you ought to see Australia over here. Oh my God, not so mile for mile door, great big old straight line of crap over here. Boy, did you guys get fried. I can prove you guys got microwaved in a big way, a really big way. Lots of stations frying you like the Jews. Yeah, the guest chamber's coming to Jews today. Look at the right turn cloud. If he took a left turn, he punched the pilot. Have it. Have the streamers. Have it. How you doing, Tasmania there? You got some bombs going over the top of you there, Queenstown. Livingston, Lanston. You'll be lancing some big old freaking checks. Something's coming out from all this stuff. You the boils and all that. Various Malaysias for bird skin. If the sun ain't shining and you say you got sunburn, it wasn't reflected from under the clouds. You probably got a chemical burn. Look at this bell end out here in the middle of the water here. What the heck is going on there? Does Higgins need something to draw? Oh, that's right. He's got a bank account to draw from. Oh, he's got a lot of updates to sell this week. Look at the bonds. Will he tell you about the chem bonds and the geoengineering that's going on? Will he allow you to talk about it? And if not, well, that's called a gatekeeper. It's called controlled opposition. It's called a Nazi, N-O-T-S-E-E. A Nazi from Warwick, a Nazi joystick man. We ain't even allowed to play hangman no more. Look at the bombings here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crisscross making me jump. Oh my God. How many bombs does it take to do this in front of a place where whales beach? That's sickness mix. That's not healthy. That's not a vitamin. It's your head out your ass if you start believing stuff like that. You keep it to yourself. If you think it's so healthy, just sleep outside and breathe it. Breathe it, have it, and let me know how your lungs are feeling as I look at all these microwaves being deployed here on the edge of this line. The edge of the line. These zips of Chris. Boy, did you guys get it. I'll put you on the 6s here, 6 hours ago. This is all that what happened. You got so many radars frying here, I don't know who to show first. We'll go right here to Adelaide, obviously beaming a straight line along and making that condition in the storms. That's not a glitch if it's making conditions. Or if it makes a cloud, it's a tool of weather modification. And this one over here was in. You get so many fryers in. Watch when the storm comes through. Frying time. Who's frying now? Maury's blasting. This one's blasted. So you get these heated corridors where things can only go through the center part. She ain't coming up here. And Maury's absolutely decided to fry that up. Getting fried Australia style. A little more detail in the 6s. Look like something coming down from the Gold Coast over there. Maury. Gold Coast frying you right here. Look. Pointing right at the Brisbane radar stations. Frying up your storms. Making sure that went that direction and that didn't. Causing splits in the flows. That'll have nice convection when it gets out to sea. Is Grafton being guilty? Fucking Maury, man. Throw another person in a microwave. Oh, I could like a bunch of shrimp. Popcorn shrimp. Fried shrimp. Microwave shrimp. Canned shrimp. You get something here. It keeps putting out a freaking radar signature of a circle. What's here? Maybe you got a truck parked here. Weather station. Oh, no. There's an airport. Yeah, probably something at the aerodrome. The aerodrome. Golly, that's an obvious fright, Eddie, isn't it? That's quite a reach here. At what point did New South Wales just attack Queensland? States' rights here. Oh, we got cross beams. We got cross beam from over here. See the V? You got a truck or something parked here. See the cross beam? Right there, coming in on that side. Mobile radar trucks. You know they got those, right? Next-rad trucks? Yeah. Mobile radar. Easy to find. Let's see what's going on here. Supports are doing. I'll take it to the 1 hours now. So you can see if we can pick up the oscillations of the storm so we can see where they're going to go next. Not so pleasant from Mount Pleasant. It's a bit of an odd way for the circulation to have gone. It actually went south and come back north. It was strange. Could it be a beam? Abso-fucking-lutely. Getting fried Adelaide style. Cooking the wine. What a shame. Frying the animals out there. That's going to throw their navigation off. They might be normally coming through this passage here. Animals, and that's going to throw the navigation off 100%. Infrasonic undulations, of course, it's sound in the water that's solid enough to give an echo return to their navigation when they put their little tickings and beautiful bubblings of happiness. Big line here coming down from Wankarata to Harrietville at a bada bing, bada bang, bada bong. I'll just start adding that to the names so they don't have to change them. Call my bada bing bang bong. Billabong. Bring a bong. Have a bong. Welcome to Australia. Beechworth. We'll call you son of a Beechworth. Violent town. Benalla. Oh, dude, you're going to get some water running towards you, Wangarata, because this stream here has already flooded your town. And you got another one right behind you, some terrible totals being directed your way by the radar stations who have decided, oh, you're going to cop it from the competence. At Master Bateman's Bay here, you get a bunch of stuff heading here toward the Oakland Toros head down here to the Moirora. Oh, wow, that's a big, heavy solid there. It must have happened when the mountain released it into that valley. But it was rumbling there. Right along the creek, deer could have doused in there, and all that water heads toward you guys right here. Ooh, the old mossy point. That's why you wear underwear. You don't sleep on the ground. You get a mossy point. Duly noted. Actually, you wouldn't sleep on the ground out there in Australia anyhow. Someone will eat you. I'm not talking about in a good way. Lots of times, a little bit boom bob song, little storms here popping up. Get some very cold air been worked up into the trough. Hey, I imagine you people find it to be a bit nipply there today. So we'll look at some of your temperatures now, and I'll cruise it on back. As you can see, yeah, you get cold coming up here to meet the warm over here. It's going to be very volatile. They'll tell you, they won't tell you that the chem bags are helping to fuel everything. They won't tell you that this is doing that. Right? They ain't going to tell you. They ain't telling you. Your clouds are being brought to you today by, and we should at least know which manufacturer, by the wheat buying industry, by the futures market, by the people that sell you fake food today. This store brought to you by Kellogg's. Who knows what they're going to say? A big log is brought to you by the big loggers. The ones that are taking a squat over you, like the judge in Pink Floyd's The Wall there, defecating on you and exposing you. And there are no peers. When trouble comes, they disappear in their little submarines. You're going to go look at the Titanic. Everybody be talking about a big little turtle-looking seaman sub. And meanwhile, the shit show goes on. The hidings of the guilt, the coming of the bombs, the bombing of you. This is what happened today. This is what's happening now. This is why you have bad weather right now, because it has been decided that you will have a bigger heating bill. It has been decided that you need some snow. And I'm going to roll what they also say is going to happen over the next 24 hours. And what I'm going to show you on these totals here first is just to get you guys prepared for this. Two events coming out here, Western Australia. All of them seem to be zooming in towards your Fitzroy Crossing and not telling you at all. One of them is got a sweat that's coming through the Northern Territory that's going to be like, oh my God, from the nothings to the somethings. Right? When you go to a place that you got nothing, it's telling you that the rivers ran that way already, and that they're going to swell the streams and kill the dreams. And you guys, we're going to be very vigilant about these totals here, and where exactly the EMF's going to decide for this to go. Because the geoengineers don't tell you in the newspaper anymore what the weather's going to be. They like to be a surprise. Spoilers. They're moving two tendrils in, and one of the two tendrils meet is going to be very bad. And everybody's agreed, absolutely agreeing with the terrible totals for this area here. At any rate, yeah, they're talking 20 centimeters in some spots, 15 centimeters and 10 in others. Big pockets of chem bomb madness deciding that they don't care about you anymore. The weather modification is going to kill. It's going to kill again. But it won't kill if you heed warnings. You make plans and stick with them. There's nothing you need that bad to go out today and from Hawke's Bay through those mountains to become a statistic or another friend that I've lost. It's going to take a lot of big love to cure what's wrong in this world. And we have to do the hard things. And showing you guys this is every day is very hard for me. So I'm just going to run it. See how that's just never gone away. It's never gone away, New Zealand. It's just one tendril is squeezed like a pastry bag down on the top of you. And the draw of the wind of this coming will flow toward that to feed that. It'll suck the rest of that through. An EMF move will come up through here, increasing your earthquake risk among the days when that fucks up. It has to. And you've been way too quiet earthquake-wise in the last 24 hours, New Zealand. You got some plates binding up. But with that flow streaming in just like that until that smacks it there on Saturday, my time, your risk won't change. Wow. The big beams are going to decide it all. Big heavy beams made sure nothing flowed through the strait to feed that until the time was right, until the perfect timing to cause the devastation, to cause the destruction that grabs the land that the political parties will then take later what you haven't given. You may have permission to be in my city or not. Who knows where this is headed? All I know is there's terrible storms coming over the next 2 weeks. As they stretch that tendril to meet, you know that's coming to you, right? And that'll be the start of the next event for Western Australia. Will be on a Monday night their time, early into their morning. They will have had to make decisions as the east-west road gets cut and the north-south road from here gets cut for trade. You will have had to have made decisions about supplies well in advance. Don't get caught out on there or lose your vehicle or your life. I don't want to see any more videos of screaming kids in cars as you try to cross the stream because you wanted to go joyriding. A disaster tourism to have a video up online. It's not necessary. If you want to see stuff, just look at the cameras. All right, look at the cameras. Stay safe. You don't have to be out there. Get a deck of cards and remember how to play them. All right, find something positive to do. Sing the songs of the ancestors. Never let them be forgotten. Ever. Forget where you came from. This is going to be bad. Heavy, heavy total sweeping across Australia. Giving a little bit of relief to some parts of Queensland, but it's not much relief when the ground is hard and all the rain comes at once. Right, as another Lando cane comes over and across. That'll be about a 3-day trek from there to here. That's a stare down and out and over. Shoot, right off. And that'll be coming your way with well-organized center. It'll probably take about 2 days for that to cross to there. It looks like they're going to stall it a bit. Bubble up out here. He's got another batch of cold, bringing in another round of stuff with all this from the tropics coming down. Terribleness impacting India-Pakistan border again around the 1st of the month. My God, those poor folks. It's their growing region. It's just had all their stuff wiped out. All right, your totals across India have been nothing I've been wanting to tell you about. That's 1.2 meters of rain coming on at 10s for these folks. This is an ungodly amount of water. It's going to hit them all in one time. Oh my God. You know how much that is? 1.2 meters in feet. It's almost 4 feet of water, folks, coming down on those folks. So India, you have some decisions to make, and you got 5 days to GTFO some of these areas. From nothings to the somethings have been showing. I saw this last night. I couldn't face doing a video of this. Right, you guys stay safe. Big love. Peace.